All right, Arc Raiders, I'm going to tell you my opinion on it. I'm going to tell you what I loved, what I liked, and what's not so hot. So, let's get to it. Fuck! Get his ass. Oh, shit!
Reloaded!
Get him, Joe! He's behind the wall!
Reloaded!
He's behind the wall!
Oh, son got me!
The year of the snake abandoned us!
That's why I don't go with the other people!
Green is doing absolute shit!
He's leaving! He's calling.
Now he's here! Really? Fuck this guy.
And that, my friends, is how we die. He left! He left us! He didn't even get anything. Why was he even playing? He went straight to the exit.
He started and he went straight to the exit. The moron. Guys, so Arc Raiders, I put some time into it over the weekend, over Friday with Alex, with some people from the AJSA community, and honestly, I had a lot of fun. I think it's hilarious that Bungie puts out Marathon, this extraction shooter, and a lot of people have a lot of problems with it. Doesn't seem anywhere near finished, seems like a minimal viable product. And then here comes along the finals developers, and they put out Arc Raiders. I actually got into the alpha for that one. Still struggling to get into the alpha for Marathon. I guess they just don't want any more people in there. But I got to say, it's hilarious because the Arc Raiders is pretty much everything that Marathon isn't. It's got a lot of... I don't have the Osprey.
I can try to pistol.
I don't want to... No. What? A pistol? There's no fucking way.
The heavy pistol.
Joker's pistol is really good. He's hidden in the trees.
All right, so we know that there are people down there, so let's go. No, don't... But you're engaging him...
Yeah.
All right, let's go get him down. Let's go. We'll get him the old-fashioned way.
Okay.
Oh, shit! Guy in here!
Got him.
Yeah, but they were already hurt, so somebody else...
Outside the door, outside the door. He's outside the door.
Where?
Alright, ping.
Behind me! In that room, there's two of them! Don't do it! We're pinned between... Fuck! I'll lose all my best shit. Fall back. There's firing grenades. Just get out of here. Get out of here, gentlemen. You're pinched between two teams. I can't believe. Can't believe it.
Two teams. You get left or right there.
You're joking. That was the... Ah! Ah! That was my renegade that I spent $10,000.
It was like $21,000.
Alex lost his renegade too. That's extraction shooters for you, man. All our best shit. I had no idea. And I think it was two teams, but it was three teams.
There's
because
a lot of people
we
there.
killed the third team. Then the other team, the two teams jumped on us. So there were 4 teams total down there. And we had no idea. So let's talk about it. Here's what I loved. What I loved was the environments. The maps in this game are really, really cool. There's spaceport. There's dam. There's a more buried city, urban environment. and it is just so much fun traversing through them. It seems well designed. There's verticality to some of them. They look great. There's distinct areas on the map. At one point, you can look for fruit to feed to your rooster. There's a rooster in this game that collects scrap for you. It's just part of the progression. It's pretty funny. And another thing that I love is the outstanding graphics. The graphics look really good. This is a third-person extraction shooter, and I think that actually helps it. I like this unique look of, looking at everything that you're equipping. That lends better to when you find stuff and you equip stuff, or if they're doing cosmetics, you get to see that more. So I actually like the third-person style. I also like peeking around corners and stuff. So that, along with a well-realized style, this is a post-apocalyptic kind of thing. Machines have taken over the surface world while humans are down below the surface. You fire up on a fucking Running Man looking fucking vehicle, and then you extract it back down when you're ready via these huge elevators or subway train stations. And it's really cool. I wish they would push, the one thing I wish they would push is that a little bit more. More Terminator, more Skynet resistance kind of stuff. And we'll get to that a little later. But that's the stuff that I love. What did I like? Well, I like that concept, like I say, the extraction shooter of this kind of retro world and feel that they have. The music is actually really good. It's like this retro wave, which I'm liking. And the game seems to have a lot of polish and features and attention to detail. You have that map that shows you exactly where you went, where you engaged the enemy, what loot you started to get. However, this map does have a problem. It needs to be able to zoom a lot further than what you can, because everything, especially if you get in a bunch of firefights in the same location and you're in the same one building, all the little icons are too bundled together. They need to fix that.
All right, so let's look. We arrived on the surface via here. I need to be able to zoom in the map just a little bit more because all this is in a cluster that you can't fucking see.
But I think the biggest thing that makes Ark a lot of fun is the great sense of progression and meaningful loot. So extraction shooters, obviously, they have the bones, the structure. You need to make it interesting, give a reason to go into battle every single time, even if you fuck up and lose all your stuff. That's what this game does well. There's a progression tree that's added. There's a skill tree, so you're leveling your character. You're gaining experience. Even if you go in there and get jack shit, you're leveling and you're going along the tree. I like that. Then you're also gathering scrap and materials to build workbenches, and then you upgrade each of these workbenches with different components. So the game will tell you, oh, you need electrical stuff and you need the residential stuff, and then you'll go to the maps and the areas of the maps that you want that particular stuff. Really well done, very intuitive. There's a bunch of different weapons and equipment upgrades that you'll want to be scavenging loot to craft back at home, so it gives that. There's also a mastery system. There's a challenge system, which is tied to a battle pass. We'll talk about that in the negative. But, and then it seems, like I said, real polished with the ping system, the communication system, also really good. Reminds me of Apex. Very easy to ping stuff, just your middle mouse button, and the system works really well. That is essential for these types of games. And then little touches like voiced quests. So you go to the people in the shop, and they'll actually talk to you, and it's voiced. You know, and most games don't bother with that. It's just text. Most of these extraction shooters don't really bother. So that's what I like. So what I love, what I liked, and what's not so hot.
Ooh, I just got from the back. Coming on the side from the back across the bridge.
Can you ping it?
I see him.
See him.
I see him.
Pinging.
Oh, he's right on the other side, right on the other side. Got him.
I'm going to the other one.
He's low. He's low.
The other one's down.
Can you get me up? Oh shit!
Went around.
By the south elevator.
Yeah, you got him.
Give me up, give me up. Don't exfil. You got to grab all their loot.
Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna
What
watch.
I didn't like is maybe they need to adjust some of the extraction points because it does seem like it's too easy to get out in extraction. Maybe that's meant to be that way. Maybe the maps are too big. Maybe they need to kind of reduce the size. I think it's 18 players on a map. Maybe they can add more players and it'll fix it. But I feel like sometimes it's too easy to extract, especially via subway. I don't get a lot of resistance when we're gonna extract via subway. But maybe it's just because people are doing their own thing. Maybe we should start setting up ambushes in the subway and take people's loot. Maybe it's perfect for that. So jury's still out on that, but let it play out. We'll get the data on it. But one that is kind of a problem is there's a lack of big robot cooperative battles. So there's this queen that can roam around on the map, but the thing is, nobody is attacking it together. This is a game where you shoot on sight. And there's supposed to be a system where you're like friendly and you put a flare or something, but you just really cannot cooperate with other teams. Like I said, it's just shoot on sight. So I don't know how they're going to fix this, how to get people to stop shooting each other. It's almost impossible because people would always rather just take the loot that you have rather than cooperate fighting this huge robot that looks like it would be an awesome fun battle, but then how would you delve up the loot that people would fight over that and kill each other over that? I have some creative solutions. I think maybe you could force other players to cooperate. Maybe an animation automatically goes up if you get a certain distance within the queen, and then your guy fires a flare, the animation just happens, and then a message pops up that the loot will be shared. Don't worry, if you take this thing down and you open it up, you'll get a share of the loot. You don't have to kill each other for it. Something like that, because right now that boss battle does not work because you cannot take it out on your own. There's just not enough powerful weapons. You need to take it on with multiple teams, but nobody cooperates because it's shoot on sight. So that needs to be fixed. And then I'd say, I want to say I kind of hit an upper limit on my fun level after like 6 hours. There's a slight repetitiveness that kind of factors in there. It's an extraction shooter. It's supposed to have that, but I feel like I might be hitting an upper limit, but maybe not, because as soon as I stopped playing, I wanted to play again. And then now the beta's over, I'm kind of itching. I'm like, I'm a little addicted. So it has that addiction in there. I just think that they'll need to, maybe if you find and play with all the weapons, it'll start to get stale. So what they'll need to do is they'll need to add constant events and add some story bits like Marathon was planning to do later. Hopefully, since this seems to have a much more solid base, they can start to add the story elements now. But I guess the biggest knock on it would be pay to progress battle passes. What I'm looking in here, this is going to be a paid upfront game. In the beta message, there's like, you'll purchase our game, so that's bad. This could be another dead on arrival thing, Concord situation, $40 when it should be a free-to-play thing. Marathon's going to be $40. I expect this game to be $40. It would be amazing if they did something like 10, 20, something like that, but it's not going to be free to play. I think they already have plans for it to be paid up front, which sucks because there's 3 different battle passes. And then I think this gold currency is actual money currency. So if you want all 3 battle passes, you have to pick one, then you have to pay. And in these battle passes, what you're getting is kind of paying to progress. There's little boxes that have little items in it that will let you kind of level up faster or have you be better equipped. And if you're playing PvP, somebody that pay might be better equipped than you going in with just your standard loadout. So I don't like that. That is a huge no-no. And I don't really know. I would rather than just keep it to cosmetics. And there could be some cool cosmetics. My character, I eventually settled on a cowboy look. I like that. I would be willing to kick you some money for a cowboy look if it was free to play. But if you're charging me up front, then you need to be giving me plenty of cosmetics for free and battle passes for free. I don't know how they're going to handle that. But Other than that, really enjoying the game, and I'm excited to play more of it. Whereas in Marathon, I'm more just like morbidly curious and about that one. So, but for now, it's mostly standard fare. It doesn't do anything incredibly innovative and different other than these huge robots walking around, but nobody cooperates and does the boss battle. I think it just needs one more unique bit. And I'm hoping for Terminator robots, like a Skynet. I think that would be cool because most of the bots are just kind of little flyers that float in the air, and then, you know, the huge tank, and then the big queen. But I need some like skeletal or robot kind of stuff. And then if you do that, extractions can be harder because those guys will show up. And then if you do that, you can have a new game mode, something unique for this game. And I suggest you guys do full cooperative mission battles versus those Terminators. Like go into the surface with the intended goal that everybody's going to be working together in this particular one. But then you could still loot dead bodies or something. I don't know. Yeah, let your friends, let them die. It's friendly fire, but you can't hurt them. But the enemies can hurt them, so you refuse to help them. No, because that might create problems. Just like I said, full cooperative battle, something unique, something different with Terminator robots that should be able to fit right in with the Arc Raider universe as they do the story. So, oh, these robots are creating more robots, and some new Walker robots or Skynet robots have shown up, and that would be really cool. So that is my opinion on Arc Raiders. Check it out. I have a few little game bits here that you saw at the beginning that I'm going to share with you some more, where we go in and we do some extractions and find some cool stuff and some cool weapons. So check that out. And yeah, thank you. Tell me what you guys think of Arc Raiders. Are you excited more for Marathon? Are you excited more for Arc Raiders? You don't really care about extraction shooters? Do you agree with me that should not charge $40 for either of these? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Hi, guys.
Here's your. I'm gonna drop a bunch of ammo for you in this weapon. It's a pretty insane weapon. It's more accurate when you're crouching. Hold on. Yep. You can test fire real quick if you want.
No. Dude, if anybody
that's
is
a
in medium
20,000
range,
credit gun.
yeah.
Just got crouch.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
If y'all want, we can go to the launch tower or right next to it. The right one always has a weapon crate on the top. Last time, I found a volcano shotgun in a trash can up here.
Damn, fear of heights.
Damn, the loot is crazy. I found a mixtape already, a gun. The loot's crazy up here. Oh
Yeah, I got a ton of.
I'm taking fire. Somebody's up here.
Top?
I don't know where from. From behind us, from that zip line.
Oh, he's on the other tower. I see him.
We'll lay down depressing fire. You can blast the shit out of it.
Got through a sticky bomb.
Where?
I downed one. I downed one. You can take the zip line back.
How do I get this?
I would heal up. I would heal up before you.
By the east launch tower.
Okay, ready to drop?
I'm reloading.
I downed another one. I downed him with that sticky bomb.
Okay, I'm
They're hurt.
across.
They're hurt bad.
Probably pieced out.
He must have went down. I don't know where the third one is. I only see two bodies. The army.
I know, but the thing is this. We said this is our last game, but now I want to play another one, and another one, and another one, and my girlfriend's gonna kill me. So
I'm pretty addicted to this game right now. I know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like it. Having fun on it. Pretty simple game. Oh, I see people. Right there.
Where?
Coming.
Behind that building. They just walked behind that building.
I'll keep an eye.
There's a
on it.
bison right there. I'm not gonna mess with that.
Yeah, let's go in behind them.
Over there.
So go to my location. That's where they were last known, but they're not aware of us. They're headed towards the elevator right now, and I believe they're trying to kill that team.
Yep.
Oh
Pretty
shit!
sure
I
he's
think he
crossed.
saw us.
I didn't see that third straggler.
Oh, throwing grenades.
Yeah. Height.
Throw a tagging grenade.
Get height.
They're running around. He's tagged still. You see it?
Nope.
Oh, his
I don't
eyes
get the
hit it.
tag. That
The eyeball.
sucks.
Oh, they're right here. Oh my God, what did he have? That hurt.
They're behind little berm throwing grenades.
I'm gonna minigun him.
Oh, rush where you go. I'm down. No.
The fuck? Come on.
He killed me with an energy weapon.
Ah, this is a nice, well-equipped team. Look at that shit they got. How much damage did I do? I don't know if that fucking weapon you got does enough damage. I was minigunning them in their face.
They both
they
shot
had
at the same time.
They had to have at least had heavy shield to take all that.
Yeah, when I used it, I was shredding people.
Yeah, that was, I think, just a really high level.
It's the first time I'd been kit with something that looked like a gauze rifle was hitting me.
Okay, so
I
we
think
finally
that's what
saw
that
an
energy weapon was,
weapon.
the equalizer.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
That's all right. Well, I gotta end the stream, man. I gotta go. Thank
Alright,
you
alright.
for giving me the weapon so that I could lose it immediately. But it was fun to roll up on that team and see how powerful some higher level players can get. All right. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you to Parzival for playing with us. Same thing with Zug. See y'all in the next one. Bye, everybody.